knows if they're looking at me like that?
Holly, I'm in love with you.
So what?
So what? So plenty. I love you. You belong to me.
No. People don't belong to people.
Of course they do.
I'm not gonna let anyone put me in a cage.
I don't want to put you in a cage. I want to love you.
Welcome to Breakfast at Tiffany's, a PBS documentary. Today, you will journey back in time to New York in the 1960s and follow the life of a very lost woman, Holly Golightly. Played by Audrey Hepburn, Holly is a country girl who runs away from her old life to New York City. She detaches herself from everything, so her freedom will not be taken away. Holly's only true companion is her pet cat, whom she calls Cat since she doesn't give him a real name. Little does Holly know that one man will change her life. Par Varjak, played by George Peppard, shows Holly how true love doesn't lead to imprisonment, but to happiness and self-confidence. This film, directed by Blake Edwards, is adapted off the novel Breakfast at Tiffany's, written by Truman Capote. This novel was published in 1958 and was shortly made into a film. Edwards started out as an actor, but soon turned to directing. The composer of all of the film's music was all done by Henry Mancini. The film's infamous song Moon River won Best Original Song at the 1961 Oscars. Today, we are lucky enough to show you an exclusive interview with one of the actors in Breakfast at Tiffany's, Cat. His real name is Orangey, and he was nice enough to come and speak with us about the film.
Hello, PBS viewers. Thank you all so much for having me. I'd like to start out by discussing some of my favorite scenes in the film. My first would have to be the scene where I jump onto Holly's bed when she wears her beautiful eye mask. Even though Holly's life is a mess, as you can see from her room and sofa, which is actually a bathtub, she still finds serenity in her world of confusion. The eye mask shows us how Holly uses material items to cover her problems. It's also Tiffany blue, which is one thing that can calm her. Even though my fur gets wet in my next scene, I still love it. Holly realizes that without me and Paul, she has nothing. Holly looks weak and small compared to the towering boxes surrounding her. This sudden loss of attachment has left Holly frantic and scared. Her old connections to her material items now don't matter, because the real love she felt for Kat and Paul has been taken away. In my opinion, this next scene is the best in the whole film. Holly, Paul, and I all embrace each other. Well, I'm squished in the middle. This shows how Holly has now left her material desires for real attachment and love. Also, the film's famous song, Moon River, plays in the background. The song symbolizes Holly and her journey to New York. Now that she has finally found love, the song plays to show how she has now found home, Kat, and Paul. This film has been one of my favorite jobs. It shows how people cover their problems to escape their hardships and try to feel peace. However, this is artificial and only human attachment can bring happiness. Thank you for having me.
The PBS Foundation would like to thank Orangey for his exclusive interview.